It was, in a complex way, easy.
I'm just really, really proud of the teams and of the work that the teams have done.
It's just like a magical moment that, all big players suddenly they come and help.
Looking back on 6 years of Future Food Together. Our project is called SCP South-South. SCP is short for Sustainable Consumption and Production. And why South-South? Because we got together 5 countries from 2 continents, Asia and South America, to work on food system transformation in their national contexts, while at the same time exchanging on approaches and materials, tools, challenges and solutions.
At the beginning, it felt or seemed a bit like the realities were so different between the 2 continents. But then as they got into a discussion and they realized some of the problems are similar and some of the solutions might also be similar.
It's very important that we have these exchanges because we get some ideas from our respective countries that can be adapted to our specific region. It somehow gives you a direction already.
But challenges in our food systems are interconnected and global. This is why we also ran a program promoting global policy agreements to catalyze locally relevant, transformative solutions for our food systems. Future Food Together presents a different vision for food systems, rallying stakeholders around the need for transformation. We took a holistic approach, working along the entire food value chain and with different stakeholders. So, let's take a closer look at some compelling examples of what we did. In Thailand, we aim to develop sustainable value chains from the field all the way to the table. We work closely with the key value chain actors such as rural communities, farmers and farmer associations, retailers, as well as consumers and government bodies. The main goal was to promote diverse crops and eco-friendly techniques.
When we start with working with smallholder farmers, they do not believe that if they change the way they produce the food, it will make them good income. After 1 year, they can see the fruit is coming out. And then we can see the smile of the farmers. This is the first breakthrough that, see, the concept works very well. And now, the second, we connect them to the market.
We work with a major retailer to supply these crops in nearby cities, with great effects.
Then once the market is there, they can sell. Consumer also believe that, oh, this is good, we should support this product. Another people come and see, oh, you can do it, and this is like a domino effect.
In Indonesia, much of the country's greenhouse gas emissions stems from the conversion of tropical rainforest to palm oil plantations. Future Food Together aim to raise awareness on sustainable consumption and move the domestic palm oil market towards sustainability.
We're trying to transforming this language from the environmental change to the economic. So we're trying approach that our communication based on this economic perspective. So this is hopefully can accepted by the company so they can understand, oh yeah, sustainability is important.
We worked with a large retailer, Super Indo, in the transition of their private label cooking oil from conventional to certified RSPO oil. Offering an alternative helped to convey the importance of sustainable alternatives to consumers.
Our Indonesian consumer, they won't change their behavior to use the cooking oil with the sustainability, but this is very rare to find. So that's why we work with the big retailer in Indonesia to they can produce the eco label.
Another highlight was the consumer campaign we ran in the country. This soap opera is one example. We collaborated with the radio network, the Earth Hour communities and local youth groups. Thereby, we emphasized messages like buying locally, sustainably and disposing of products properly. The project in the Philippines focused on the tourism sector to decrease food waste. Given the current growth of the food service sector, we had a special focus on restaurants, hotels and the dining public. And we called it the Sustainable Diner.
Because of this project, people realized that your choices, your food choices matter and it has an impact to your health and to the planetary health.
For restaurants, sustainability means using locally sourced ingredients, reducing food and overall waste, minimizing the use of single-use plastics, and conserving resources such as energy and water. Filipinos are known food lovers. Perhaps now is the time for us to be also known for our love for the environment, the country, and the future generation. Be the sustainable diner today.
In Paraguay, Future Food Together aimed to develop sustainable supply chains for local farmers, expanding agroecological and organic farming.
For the first ever in the history of my country, we have on the shelves of the supermarkets the organic products from the smallholders for the general consumers, but not only regular organic, but organic with the national organic seal.
Besides, campaigns were run to educate consumers and empower them to make informed choices. We organized eco-fairs and live cooking shows to raise awareness among consumers in the country. In Colombia, we worked with the private sector to promote and facilitate the adoption of sustainability principles. This included a strong emphasis on developing deforestation-free value chains. Another focus was on food waste. With our social media content, we wanted to increase consumer awareness to foster lasting change and encourage them to take action. Therefore, we chose a positive approach for our communication.
Because normally, or in the traditional communication of the environmental sector, it's very kind of a negative. So in this case, we decided to go and invite people to do things. And now the public communication, the different stakeholders and other NGOs buy our idea. So now we have a lot of allies too, and we are creating a massive movement around simple actions that can contribute to solve environmental crisis.
We work through influencers, such as having this famous Colombian TV host visit celebrities and having a look at their fridges. They discussed how to avoid food waste and make your consumption more sustainable. In our global workstream, we contributed to global policy agreements to unleash action towards sustainable food systems. One approach was to take a lead role in the United Nations One Planet Network's programs on sustainable food systems and consumer information. There, we engaged governments and other actors to raise awareness on the key role that food systems transformation plays for sustainable development, to provide knowledge, tools and capacity building to decision makers, and to help shape coherent policies, strategies and initiatives to make food systems sustainable. At the end of this first project phase, we came together for a final conference in Berlin, providing insights, presenting findings and sharing experiences. Actually, over the years, we grew together as an international Future Food Together family.
So we really got to know each other as people and as persons, and we even sang karaoke together, just so that we would, function really, really good as a team, as a big international team.
South-South interchange give us the opportunity to interact with the global South countries. They are very rich in culture, they are very rich in social elements, and thanks to this project we was free to learn from each other.
New partners and new projects to come, to continue our journey and transform food systems in the Global South.
I would say we still have a long way to go, but this project became catalytic in that sense of having that change, or at least paving the way for that kind of market transformation that we want to achieve.
It's a very, very hard way to go, but it's already possible.